Hello everyone. So in this video we are discussing 25 most important MCQs from the topic chromatography. So very first question, the chromatography is mainly used. So we all know that chromatography is mainly used for separation of mixtures. Okay. So chromatography separate components of mixture based on their movement through a stationary and mobile phase. Second question, the mobile phase in chromatography can be, so mobile phase in chromatography can be liquid or gas. Okay, so mobile phase move the components of mixture, whatever sample mixture you are applying on the chromatographic plate. It contain n number of components. Okay, so when mobile phase move through this plate, this component gets separated and travel a particular distance, a particular distance they cover. On the basis of that we recognize what kind of sample, what kind of components are there. So it can be liquid or it can be gas in gas chromatography and liquid in liquid chromatography. Question number 3, in paper chromatography the stationary phase is, so in paper chromatography stationary phase is paper, and that paper is cellulose. The cellulose in the paper act as a stationary phase by absorbing water. Question number 4, RF value in chromatography is, so RF value is the distance moved by the solute. Solute is your sample, so distance traveled by the sample upon distance moved by the solvent. Okay, then RF value indicate how far compound travel relative to solvent front. Question number 5, the most commonly used absorbent in column chromatography is, so most commonly used absorbent in column chromatography is silica gel. So silica gel is polar adsorbent used widely in adsorption chromatography. Question number 6, gas chromatography is best suited for, so gas chromatography is best suited for volatile compounds, the sample which are volatile in nature. Okay, so gas chromatography is ideal for analyzing substance that can be vaporized without decomposition. Question number 7, thin layer chromatography uses, so thin layer chromatography uses glass or plastic coated plates with adsorbent. Okay, adsorbent is coated on the glass or plastic plate. Okay, TLC plates are typically coated with silica gel alumina as a stationary phase. Question number 8, HPLC stand for, so HPLC stand for high performance liquid chromatography. Okay, so HPLC is advanced form of liquid chromatography using high pressure. Question number 9, which detector is commonly used in HPLC? So UV visible detector is used in HPLC. Question number 10, in gas chromatography the carrier gas usually, so in gas chromatography carrier gas is usually nitrogen or helium. So okay, so inert gases transport the sample through the column. Question number 11, ion exchange chromatography separate molecule based on, so ion exchange chromatography separation is based on the basis of charges. So it is used to separate charged molecule like protein and amino acid. Question number 12, affinity chromatography is based on, so affinity chromatography is generally based on a specific binding interaction. Okay, so it exploits a specific interaction between antigen, antibody, enzyme and substrate, etc. Question number 13, the size exclusion chromatography is also called as, so size exclusion chromatography is also known as gel filtration chromatography. So because it separate molecule based on their molecular size using porous beads. Question number 14, in chromatography the substance being analyzed is called, so in chromatography the substance being analyzed is called solute. Okay, the substance which is present in a small quantity, that is called solute. Okay, so the solute is compound of interest that is separated during chromatography. Question number 15, which technique is most suitable for separating amino acids? So ion exchange chromatography is most suitable for separating amino acids. Okay. Question number 16, what causes separation of compound in chromatography? So option number C is correct. Different affinity of stationary phase and mobile phase. is the cause of separation. So each compound in a mixture move at a different rate based on their interaction with different phases. Question number 17. Which component in chromatography remain fixed? So stationary phase remain fixed. So option C is correct. So it does not move and interact with the component of to separate them. Question number 18. In TLC, which of the following can be used to visualize spot? So generally, to after the separation of components, the spots that are obtained on TLC plate is visualized under the UV light or iodine vapor. Question number 19. Which is not a type of chromatography? So column chromatography is there, paper chromatography is there, gas chromatography is there, but nuclear chromatography is not there. So option B is the right answer. Question number 20. In HPLC, reverse phase column uses. So in HPLC, reverse phase column uses non-polar stationary phase. Okay, so a reverse phase HPLC uses non-polar column and polar mobile phase. What is illusion in chromatography? So option C is correct, washing out separate components. Okay, so washing out separated components, elution is a process of removing substances from column by using mobile phase. Question number 22. Which chromatography technique is used in forensic science for ink analysis? So a TLC or chromatography, paper chromatography is generally used because it is inexpensive and effective for separating dyes in ink. Question number 23. Which is not used as detector in gas chromatography? So UV detector are common in HPLC but not in GC. Okay. In GC we can use TCD, FID and ECD. Question number 24. Which factor affect RF value in chromatography? So thickness of the paper affect the RF value, temperature affect, and solvent use is also affect the RF value of chromatography. All the above is the right answer. Question number 25. Which chromatography separate on the basis of molecular shape? So size exclusion chromatography, where the large molecule elute first, they are excluded from the pore of the bead. So option A is the correct answer.